The twin flame journey is a profound and complex process that can have a significant impact on your life. Understanding the consequences of an unfinished journey can help you realize the importance of the experience. When the twin flame enters your life, it can bring both joy and challenges. This connection is designed to help you grow and evolve. If you are not prepared to meet your twin flame, you may miss your chance. In this reading, we will look at how the twin flame journey affects your soul and what consequences can arise if you do not complete this journey. Without completing the path of the twin flame's journey, you'll encounter periods of intense longing that sweep over you like tidal waves of cosmic proportions. It's a soul-deep yearning that can leave you breathless and bewildered. This longing can be unexpectedly triggered by a song on the radio, a fleeting scent on the breeze, or even a stranger's laugh that reminds you of your twin flame. In these moments, the world around you seems to fade, and you're transported to a place of profound connection and equally profound absence. Each pang of yearning is a reminder of the love that exists beyond the physical realm, a love that transcends time and space. In these moments, you might find yourself more attuned to the subtle energies around you. It's as if the veil between worlds thins, allowing you glimpses of the divine love that underlies all of creation. The longing is not a punishment, but a gift. It's a reminder of the vastness of your capacity to love and a call to open your heart even wider. Let the light of this divine longing illuminate your path, guiding you towards greater self-awareness and ultimately towards the reunion your soul seeks, both with your twin flame and with your own divine nature. Each moment of yearning is an opportunity to deepen your connection with the divine love that resides within you, waiting to be fully realized and expressed. Imagine your soul as a vast, intricate mosaic. Each tile represents a part of you, your experiences, your dreams, your very essence. Now, picture one radiant, irreplaceable piece hovering just beyond your reach. This is the heart of the second consequence of an unfinished twin flame journey, a pervasive, often puzzling sense of incompleteness. This feeling isn't a mere passing notion, but a constant companion, a whisper in the quiet moments, a shadow that follows you even on your brightest days. You might find yourself staring into the distance, feeling as if a vital part of you is elsewhere, engaged in a cosmic dance you can sense but can't quite join. This incompleteness manifests in myriad ways. You might feel restless, always searching for something you can't quite name. Achievements that once would have filled you with joy now feel somewhat hollow. Relationships, no matter how loving, seem to lack a certain depth. It's as if you're trying to quench a spiritual thirst with earthly water. Refreshing, perhaps, but never fully satisfying. Yet here's where the paradox unfolds. This very sense of incompleteness is a gateway to profound wholeness. It's the universe's ingenious way of spurring your growth, of pushing you toward self-discovery and inner union. As the great Carl Jung once said, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. This feeling of incompleteness is your invitation to do just that, to explore, accept, and integrate all aspects of yourself. Consider this. What if the piece you're missing isn't out there at all, but hidden within you, waiting to be discovered? This journey of inner exploration can lead to remarkable self-discoveries. You might uncover talents you never knew you had, or find strength in places you thought were weak. Each step inward is a step towards wholeness. Dear seeker, the sense of incompleteness is not a flaw, but a feature of your spiritual journey. It's the soul's way of reminding you of your true nature, vast, complete, and intimately connected with all that is. As you navigate this feeling, treat it with kindness and curiosity. Let it guide you to explore the rich, often uncharted territories of your inner world. In embracing this paradox, you're not just preparing for reunion with your twin flame. You're embarking on the most important reunion of all, the reunion with your complete, divine self. This journey of self-discovery and self-love is the true essence of the twin flame path. The incompleteness of the twin flame path can plunge you into a state of emotional solitude. It's as if you're speaking a language that others can't quite understand, or seeing colors that others can't perceive. This isn't mere pickiness or unrealistic expectations. It's a fundamental shift in how you experience connection and intimacy. You may notice that conversations with others, even close friends or family, sometimes feel superficial or unsatisfying. It's not that you don't care for these people, but rather that you've tasted a depth of connection that has forever altered your relational landscape. You yearn for conversations that touch the soul, for connections that resonate on a frequency most aren't attuned to. This can lead to a sense of isolation or feeling misunderstood. You might find yourself withdrawing from social situations, preferring solitude to interactions that feel lacking, or you might engage in relationships that you know are temporary, unable to fully commit because a part of you is always aware of the deeper connection you've experienced or are seeking. But here's the hidden gift in this challenge. It's an invitation to redefine connection on your own terms. The solitary path is a sacred space for self-discovery and spiritual growth. It's an opportunity to cultivate a deep, nurturing relationship with yourself, the foundation for all other connections. Consider this. What if this period of relational challenge is actually preparing you for deeper, more authentic connections in the future? By understanding yourself more fully, by raising your vibrational frequency, you're actually becoming capable of forming more profound bonds, whether with your twin flame or with other kindred spirits you'll meet along the way. This journey may lead you to redefine what friendship and intimacy mean to you. You might find yourself drawn to people who are also on spiritual paths, or to those who value depth and authenticity in their connections. Quality over quantity becomes your new relational mantra. Moreover, this period of relative solitude can be incredibly fertile ground for personal and spiritual development. Use this time to deepen your relationship with yourself, explore your passions, confront your shadows, and nurture your spiritual gifts. In doing so, you're not just passing time until your twin flame appears or your connection resolves. You're becoming the fullest, most authentic version of yourself. As you navigate this terrain, be gentle with yourself and with others. Understand that not everyone will be able to meet you at the depth you desire, and that's okay. Cherish the connections you do have, even if they don't reach twin flame intensity. Each relationship offers its own unique gifts and lessons. In embracing this solitary path of the heart, you're not closing yourself off from love. You're opening yourself to a higher form of it. You're preparing yourself for connections of profound depth and authenticity. Whether with your twin flame or with the soul family you'll attract as you continue to evolve. The twin flame journey, with its soaring highs and heart-wrenching lows, often serves as a cosmic wake-up call, jolting you out of spiritual slumber and into a state of heightened awareness. You may find yourself irresistibly drawn to esoteric studies, seeking answers to the soul-stirring questions this connection raises. This spiritual deepening, it's a powerful process of self-transformation. Each spiritual insight, each moment of clarity, becomes a thread in the cocoon of your evolving consciousness. You begin to see the world through new eyes, recognizing the sacred in the ordinary and the extraordinary in the everyday. As you delve deeper into your spiritual practice, you might find yourself naturally attuned to the rhythms of nature or the subtle energies of those around you. These aren't random occurrences, but the blossoming of your soul's innate qualities, nurtured by the transformative fire of your twin flame connection. Consider this. What if the challenges of your twin flame journey are actually accelerating your spiritual evolution? Each moment of heartache, each period of uncertainty could be seen as a spiritual initiation, pushing you to expand beyond your current limitations and into a higher state of being. Remember the words of the great mystic Rumi. You were born with potential. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with ideals and dreams. You were born with greatness. You were born with wings. You are not meant for crawling, so don't. You have wings. Learn to use them and fly. Your spiritual awakening is the process of remembering these wings and learning to soar. This alchemical process is not always easy. There may be periods of the dark night of the soul where old beliefs and patterns are stripped away, leaving you feeling raw and vulnerable. But it's in these moments of spiritual nakedness that the greatest transformations occur. Trust in this process, for it is refining you, burning away the dross to reveal the gold of your true nature. As you continue on this path, you may find that your twin flame journey becomes a spiritual practice in itself. Every interaction, every moment of connection or separation becomes an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. You begin to see your twin flame not just as a person, but as a divine mirror, reflecting back to you your own potential for love and wholeness. Know that your twin flame path is not a detour, but the very road leading you to the deepest truths of your being and the universe itself. The twin flame path, with its intense highs and challenging lows, inevitably leads you back to yourself. It's as if the universe has crafted an elaborate maze only for you to discover that the treasure at its center is your own heart. This journey reveals, often in stark clarity, both your light and your shadows. It strips away the layers of conditioning and false beliefs, leaving you naked before the truth of who you really are. As you navigate the sometimes turbulent waters of this connection, you learn to be your own anchor. The love you've been seeking externally, that all-encompassing unconditional acceptance, you begin to realize has always resided within you. This realization is both humbling and empowering. It shifts your understanding of love from something you need to receive to something you have an infinite capacity to give, starting with yourself. Consider this. What if every challenge in your twin flame journey is actually an invitation to love yourself more deeply? Each moment of separation, each instance of triggering, becomes an opportunity to hold yourself with compassion and understanding. You begin to see that the love you crave from your twin flame is a reflection of the love you're learning to give yourself. This deepened self-love isn't narcissism or self-indulgence. It's a recognition of your own divine nature, an honoring of the unique expression of the universe that you are. As you cultivate this love, you'll find it spilling over into all your relationships, transforming how you interact with the world. You become more authentic, more compassionate, more willing to be vulnerable, and to connect deeply with others. The journey to self-love often involves facing and integrating your shadow aspects, those parts of yourself you've rejected or hidden away. This can be challenging, but it's also incredibly liberating. As you learn to embrace all parts of yourself, you become more whole, more integrated. You stop seeking completion from outside yourself and instead find it within. As your capacity for self-love grows, you may notice shifts in your twin flame connection. The desperate need for union may soften into a gentle longing. You become more able to love your twin flame unconditionally, without expectation or attachment. This doesn't mean giving up on the connection, but rather allowing it to unfold naturally, trusting in divine timing. Moreover, this journey of self-love often leads to a deeper understanding of universal love. You begin to see the divine in everyone and everything, recognizing that the love you feel for your twin flame is a gateway to loving all of creation. Your heart expands, encompassing not just your twin flame, but all beings. This radical self-love also empowers you to set healthy boundaries, both in your twin flame connection and in all your relationships. You learn to honor your own needs and values, to say no when necessary, and to choose what's truly best for your highest good. This isn't selfish. It's a recognition that by taking care of yourself, you become more capable of loving others deeply and authentically. As you continue on this path of self-love, you may find that the concept of twin flame itself begins to shift. While the connection remains special and significant, you no longer see it as the source of your completeness or happiness. Instead, it becomes a beautiful part of your journey, a catalyst for your growth and awakening. As we conclude our exploration of the unfinished twin flame path, remember that your journey is a sacred song, each experience a note in a cosmic symphony. The consequences we've discussed are not endpoints, but movements in this grand composition of love and growth. Every moment of longing is a call to dive deeper into self-discovery. Each feeling of incompleteness is an invitation to find wholeness within. The challenges in relationships are opportunities to redefine connection on soul-deep levels. Your spiritual awakening is the universe's way of revealing your true potential, and the journey to self-love is the most profound love story you'll ever experience. Trust in this unfolding, dear one. Your path, whether it feels finished or unfinished, is exactly as it should be in this moment. Embrace it with an open heart and a courageous spirit, for it is guiding you towards the greatest love of all, the love that encompasses all of creation and resides eternally within you.